In this age we live in, the type of person who is being done the most wrong is the natural leaders. Natural God-selected leaders. Period. Obviously, when you rearrange the system and make it artificial, all the natural leaders have to adjust, adapt, be assimilated, or, be thrown away. They're kind of thrown into the crowd of rabble, of sheep, right? So who are the natural leaders? I don't think it takes a genius to figure out that it is men. Men with talent, with leadership qualities. Men with extraordinary leadership qualities. Okay? These are the natural leaders. They get done. Now, even if you were to make a stupid argument like, oh, well, some women are natural leaders too. There's some truth to that, but it's almost irrelevant because it's very few of them. But if you were to make that argument, well, we live in a gynocentric age where women are, there's about to be a woman president most likely. Women are being elevated at record, in record numbers. So if there was a woman who's a quote-unquote natural leader, chances are she'll still be that natural leader, especially with liberalism and their emphasis and their twist on nature, right? A natural living. But when you have a man who is a natural leader, a strong natural leader, okay, with leadership qualities, and leadership qualities don't include trickery, treachery, and cheating, because as soon as that's the case, he's not a leader, he's a cheater. You see how that works? He's not a leader, he's a cheater. So when you have someone like me, or somebody who's a priest, who refuses to conform to the new twisted and immoral church, they get denied their rightful place. Don't you see? There's nothing, when you're talking about dating, no one has done wrong more than an uncontrolled top martial artist who's handsome. When it comes to leadership, no one has done wrong more than a male, natural, uncontrolled leader. Okay? He has the leadership qualities, right? No one has done wrong more than these people are. Nobody. There's no equality without giving those people their rightful place. The only true scale of equality is a natural scale. What do you think Anubis is holding in the hieroglyphs and in the statues and stuff, right? He's holding a natural scale. It's not an artificial scale, it's a natural scale. He's saying this is how things are naturally meant to be. They twist everything, including, the ancient mysteries that they claim to derive their philosophies from. Absolute hypocrisy. There is nothing about Masonry or secret societies that doesn't include a very high degree of hypocrisy. So what they call fairness is denying people like me, honest men with a high moral standard, with leadership qualities. What they consider fairness and fair play is denying people like me their rightful places. Men with a very high degree of leadership ability and a very vast amount of leadership qualities. Absolute hypocrisy. It's more than just them impeding our progress. It's flat out denying us what is rightfully ours. It's like saying, and we look at indigenous people who are rolling with it, it's like, well, your only claim to these lands, right, is that you were naturally there. But then the artificial system came and took it, right? So how could an indigenous person not see that, for example? And I'm not just talking about Native Americans, I'm talking about all over the world, right? How could they not see that these people came with their artificial system and exploited them for their their resources, and denied them what was naturally theirs, right? It's the same thing with what they're doing with men. Most cultures were patriarchal cultures. So when you turn around and say, you know what, we're going to deny these men not only their natural land and resources, but their natural place. No one is done wrong more in the world. Nobody than men with leadership qualities who naturally would be leaders. Nobody's done wrong more than they are. They're done wrong pretty much in the same ways as everyone else, except for there's very specific things that are done to them that are wrong as well. Denying them the rightful place, for instance. Denying them the admiration of potential wives. And I've been trying to explain this to you people for so fucking long. I have explained this in many ways. This is not fairness. There's no equality. And what they're talking about is the social, political, and economic equality of women, right? Notice the word natural is not there. Because they know that women aren't naturally equal to men. They're not culturally equal to men. You know, their argument isn't, well, we need to emphasize that women were equal in these cultures. No, their argument is we're going to enter this new age and we're going to secure our place in it. A place that we naturally wouldn't have. We are going to usurp the natural leaders, the male leaders, and secure our place in this, you know, a place that we shouldn't have, that nature didn't give us and God didn't give us. After billions of years of this planet being around, making things a certain way after fucking thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. You know, man evolving, you know, Homo erectus and what have you, you know, Neanderthals and stuff. All these different phases. And nature made it clear, this is the natural order. This is what is fair. Nature said, we're going to make man and woman equal in the, but different. Equal in the sense that they have to come together in a natural, reproductive manner and reproduce and breed. And they have their natural roles, which are about equal. You know, man is about as stressed out as much as woman is. Okay, so when you plan for the future to say, you know what? We are going to deny man his natural leadership role, and we're going to adjust this artificial system in a way that allows for women to be leaders. You know, it is very evil. It is very unnatural. And these feminist, nature-loving ninnies on the left are complete hypocrites. Complete hypocrites. And on so many levels they're hypocrites, but I'm focusing on this level in this video. You know? Just stop. So my argument therefore becomes, if you want to do that, at least go to another planet first. Don't ruin this planet before you do. Don't take all the resources and leave, but at least go to another planet. You know, on the moon, for instance, they didn't fucking, you know, build a space station or something. They didn't spend, you know, the moon didn't evolve humans into living in the natural world a certain way. You know, if you want to make your own world and play God, at least go to another world so God destroys that instead of this. You know? I don't know. Don't even go to another planet. Just build a space station. You know, go out there. Take all your Masons with you. You know, huge space station. And fucking leave us alone. You know? Go play feminist whore and queer on a space station floating in outer space. You know, you're supposedly the wisest and the best, and you're so much smarter than us, right? And you want to liberate us all. You know, every ninny who wants to be a bitch to a bunch of hypocritical scum can go with you. You know, all you elitists, all you secret society scum, go fuck off, take a flying fuck, and fuck off. The fuck out of here. Fuck you. At least that way you'll have built an artificial planet for your artificial fucking society. It's truly an artificial construct. You construct an artificial planet, have your artificial society, leave us the fuck alone. Because this is the natural home. This is sacred ground for every historical patriarchal culture. This is our sacred ground. This is our temple. This planet. Our sacred ground, our sacred space. You infiltrate everything. You want to ruin everything that's sacred, that's been passed down from generation to generation. Stop being scum. Go take a flying fuck and fuck off. You can argue with each other about who gets to push who around and choke each other and get at each other's throats, trying to, do mind control on each other. Nobody fucking cares. Don't do it to us. Like I said before, any ninny wants to roll with a bunch of secret society, satanic, Luciferian garbage, feel free. Let nature run its course here. You want to do transhumanism and transgenderism? Make your own fucking, your scientific planet. I mean, why not? Why are you so hell-bent to force us to do it your way? I want to talk about equality and humanism. There's nothing more humane than letting nature run its fucking course. Human nature. Humane. Don't you see the connection, genius? You want to separate things. Well, separate. Man is innately spiritual. You want to separate religion and be a secularist from governments and cultures, even though cult is where you get is the root term for culture. Then go fuck off and do it. What's a better way to separate fucking church from state than to go out into a fucking space station and fuck off? Go be a sacrilegious dog on your own planet. This one God made. Go make, we'll even supply you some of the materials. Go make your own fucking planet in space. Stop ruining what God made. This planet is of God for God's children, not a bunch of sacrilegious scum that believe in the self-direction of humanity. Go take a bunch of your sick little friends and do eugenics on each other until your heart is fucking, complete. Why you gotta force it on us? None of us even fucking like you. You'd be hard-pressed to find two non-secret society people who even like you lowly dogs. None of us even like you. You're not wanted here. You're parasitic filth. We want our natural leaders. We don't want cheating little scum. You're a little Masonic politician. No one likes them. You don't even like them most of the time. Most of you don't even like them. No one wants your little sick little secret society bitches pushing us around and causing certain fucking doom and doing eugenics on us and soft killing us. Nobody wants you here. You've worn out your welcome, you Masonic dogs. Now go build a space station and fuck the fuck off. Man is still a lot more insightful. We are the natural leaders. We are the natural conquerors. We have a lot more mental prowess and insightfulness than women do, or homosexuals, even women and homosexuals combined. You men need to stop selling out to women for pussy, okay? Because that's why they're winning this. This is a gender war. The major war that no one wants to talk about is the gender war. There's a shift where women are becoming the future leaders, not at a rate that's going to be quote unquote equal, but it's going to be disproportionately women. And it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. They say, well, who's most qualified for the job? There's more women, in the workplace, in higher education than men. And they're going to say, well, what are the proportions, right? There's more women in America than men, last time I checked, right? So you have more women in higher education, more women in general. Okay? No matter how you slice it, what they're going for is a world that's disproportionately controlled by women. Because once they start, getting in those places of power, they're going to start giving each other a leg up. And there's transsexuals that are trying to jump on the bandwagon so they can say they've been on their side for years. 30, 40 years from now, when it's a very gynocentric society, you're going to have trannies who, you know, are really old, who were on their side for a long time. It's in a way, it's a sick but clever career move. It's not wise, it's not smart, it's not moral, it's not right. It's absolutely wrong. But it's going to help them secure their position in this artificial society. A position that sickos who lack heart and morality have no no business of having. I mean, what you're going to see is a bunch of scum, LGBT people, and feminists controlling the world in the future. That's the trajectory of this. They're going to use minorities and natives and all the liberals to help them get there. We are headed toward a gynocratic society. And in order for them to secure their respect, to get people to respect them, they're going to have to attack people like me, you know, politically. Say, well, you know, these men who are, you know, they're a thing of the past. They're a relic of the past. This great warrior leader type, you know, this warrior pharaoh type, you know, the archetypal, you know, warrior pharaoh, right? We're going to get rid of them. You know, we're going to attack them. We're going to sabotage them. We're going to say, we're going to try to play them out and feed into the misconception that they are outdated, that their time has passed, and it's now a new age of trannies, homosexuals, and feminists. And you see how the Democratic Party is growing with the changing demographics, and the Republican Party will be shrinking with these changing demographics, which will secure the feminist position in the world, is going to solidify the gynocratic and gynocentric society. That's where we're headed. So remember when I said that women have betrayed me? All you people think that I'm just a bitter fucking guy mad about heartbreak. I am bitter. I am mad about heartbreak. But I promise you, women have betrayed us all. When this world starts going to hell, it will be the whores that take us there. One might describe it as the whore that rode the beast. Mystery Babylon. All the groups that I've talked about will work together in collaboration. They will coordinate their betrayal. Oh man, you people, you don't get it. You just don't get it. There's a lot of, I guarantee you there's a lot of dumb bitches who say, good, good, like stupid bitches. They've been programmed and conditioned to respond that way. Like, oh, we're going to defeat the church and we're going to liberate women. We're, you know, the women's rights movement from the 60s and before is going to, you know, once and for all conquer society. You know, that's why there's these unisex bathrooms, you know. So it's not just bitches plotting in the bathroom. Now it's trannies plotting with them. You know, let's powder our noses together. Fucking sickos. So that way it solidifies. Don't you see? This unisex thing isn't just about blurring the gender line, you know. It's also about making the LGBT community and the feminist community have a stronger bond and keeping them together. Cohesiveness. Don't you see what's going on here? These sickos. I'm not going to fucking kill one of them right now. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to hurt any of them anytime soon. But I could fucking kill them for it. Anyway, the point is, they're fucking sickos. They broke down the family. They've ruined everything. And when all is said and done, you'll have a bunch of effeminate ninnies, more so than you do now, and a bunch of feminist scum in charge. It'll be a very sad day. That's why, you know, what's also going on is God is allowing this to happen. You know, ever see those movies about, you know, the apocalypse and what have you, where the good people start disappearing? Well, listen very closely. Have you ever heard my videos about how I have this urge to go out in a blaze of glory? I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm not going to anytime soon, perhaps. But it's there because God is calling us good people to carry our cross and to be executed by satanic dogs in the process. I mean, there's a grand design that is much more complex than Satan's design. Satan does not have the mind of God. And he's playing chess with someone who is way out of his league. And God is just letting Satan play himself out like a bitch, telling him that he's going to lose and how he's going to lose, and there's nothing he can do. Just like when I show my moves to the competition, they see how good I am, but there's nothing they can do to defeat me because I'm the best. It's the same way God is doing these satanic dogs, and there's a lot of parallels you can draw because I'm filled with the Spirit of God while I do what I do. God is calling the good people to heaven. Some of us will go out in a blaze of glory. Some of us will be soft killed. God is calling us in our bloodlines. Yes, I want to kill them for cutting off my bloodline. But yes, there also is a greater design. These people think they're so smart. When they have a junked up, polluted, fucking garbage, New World Order, piece of shit fucking planet, you know, run by a bunch of sicko fucking bitches that look like that garbage lady from Labyrinth. Ooh, you like Mrs. Horsey, don't you? You like Mrs. Horsey? Yes, 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 Mrs. Horsey. You know, bunch of garbage-ass feminist scum. You know, their garbage fucking planet, polluted thoroughly. Eugenicists, fucking psycho witch, Margaret Sanger bitches going crazy. Kill them! Kill them all! The world is going to hell. There's riots in the streets. We're dumb bitches who are never supposed to be in charge. Just kill them. Soft kill them. Pollute the air. Spray them from the skies. Just fucking scum. You're damn right. I want to fucking kill them for it. But they will pay for their lack of faith, their lack of wisdom, their cowardice, their selfishness, their shallowness, their materialism, their conformity, their evilness and lies. They shall pay for defying God Almighty with their unnatural, detestable abominations and their blasphemous philosophies. They will pay. Oh, he's just a Christian fanatic. Don't listen to him. Yeah, when you look like that bitch from the Labyrinth. No, when your granddaughters look like that bitch from the Labyrinth. Mrs. Horsey! Just remember that. Remember that. I want your granddaughters to play this video, and I want them to look in the fucking mirror. The wicked witch of the fucking West with their Luciferian and or satanic philosophies, you know, and or openly satanic philosophies. Not their Luciferian wolves in sheep's clothes philosophies, but openly self-admitted Satanists, you know, as well, and or. I want them to play this and ask themselves, who's really right? Did I just see that they would end up at there? Was I only right about the fact that we're headed to where they will be? Or am I also right about how it ends spiritually? I guess they'll never know that part until it's too late. See the signs, bitches. See the signs of the end times. The harlot. The hussy skank that rode the beast. The savage system of godless scum. Civilization isn't technology. Civilization is a strong moral code that binds us all in a way that is beneficial to humanity. When you have Satanism under the guise and you know, of civilization with false pretexts and phony pretenses, when you have Satanism instead of true natural civilization with a natural order. You bring about the destruction of humanity, you sniveling scum. Why can't you see? And all you females in the future, don't forget, I told these complex having bitches, some of my rape victims, I said, look, we can work on these issues that face women. I'll make fucking videos about them. Just stop being a satanic whore. I told them, stop being an Eastern Star, satanic little hussy. Stop being a satanic temple of fucking hell, fucking harlot. Stop being an occultist. Stop being a sicko. Stop being selfish. I told them. We could talk about domestic violence. We could talk about human trafficking. They did not want to listen. All these evil sorceresses, these vampiresses, these succubis, these sirens, some of them were bragging about how they're occult scum and how, oh, you know, we're the wave of the future. Get with the times. We're thinking long term, get with the times. We're the kind of corporate fucking slut professional. I'm the corporate professional whore, you know, which overlaps with the professional detective and FBI agent and the military intelligence. Oh, we're the professional crowd and this professional, you know, secret society whore look, you know, oh, we're entrepreneurs, we're affluent, oh, we're thinking long term, financial security. Future generations, allegiance to Babylon. Oh. You like Mrs. Horsey, don't you? Yes, Mrs. Horsey. Take that too. Materialism. The world is going to hell, but we'll be materialistic till the end, won't we? Because we're all complex having bitches. Mrs. Horsey! Fucking scum.